Honestly, I grew up playing literally everything, and I was super competitive, so my parents kind of just tossed me out there and wanted me to like get my energy out, whether it was soccer, softball, golf, track. I really did it all. And then when I got into high school, I kind of knew basketball was my future, and I loved it, and I wanted to practice it. And I think that's what was different. I like wanted to get better at it. I wanted to spend time working on my game, and that was probably what set that apart from all the other sports I played. Or they were just kind of like for fun with my friends. I was really competitive about it, but I didn't take extra time out of my day to go and work on my game and want to be better and be better than everybody else. So I think that's what kind of helped me figure out the path I wanted to take. And then I remember in high school, I played soccer, and I was on varsity and I loved it, but my teammates would get mad because I would go and practice and work out and do basketball after school right before we had our soccer games, and they like couldn't believe that I was doing that. So I eventually had to give up soccer, even though I loved it. But
Caitlin Clark has always been a dominant force, but now she's taking things to an entirely new level. The WNBA is on high alert as Clark isn't just improving, she's evolving into an unstoppable powerhouse.
Number 22, Caitlin Clark!
I think this is a good excuse to miss school.
Absolutely, to see your sister do that. And it's Stolke posting up, but you know who they go to. 22! Abby Marshall, here comes Clark. How will she go for history?
Latest footage showcases a stronger, more dominant Caitlin Clark. Defenders should be very, very concerned.
You're really trying to challenge me for class. I like it.
You thought Caitlin Clark was a threat before. Get ready, she's just getting started.
Marina Mabrey, she has a game in that opportunity. Clark for three, rattles for her for...
She's no longer just the sharpshooter we've known. She's been putting in serious work at the gym, building strength, and gearing up to dominate the league like never before.
Had a good night here tonight. Points, she and Jackie Young leading the way after Clark. Boston screen, fire away.
This is the kind of transformation that turns stars into legends, and we're about to break it all down. Before we dive into the details, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for the latest WNBA updates and in-depth coverage of the biggest stories shaking up the league.
Fact! Thank you very much. That's what 6'5" would do for you. I don't have that luxury. Nice give and go. Clark right at the cup. Rebound, back Binley.
Futility from three for the Sparks. 0 for 9 and
stuck in the air there. Fact Binley comes up with it. Here's Clark in transition where she's dangerous. Leaves it behind for...
Here's just 1 of 5.
How about Fact Binley running the floor? They go threes.
Yeah, they do. Nice concept, but it
won't go.
Caitlin Clark was already a generational scorer, torching defenses with her limitless range and fearless shot-making. But there was one major challenge: physicality.
Basketball has found its fame, and the reason for that is a 22-year-old playing in just her first WNBA season. Indiana Fever's point guard, Caitlin Clark, has already become the face of women's basketball, despite this being her debut year. To cap it off, Clark has won Rookie of the Year award, and she did that in some style, a unanimous choice of 66 of the 67 votes going in her favor. But it isn't just skill and accolades that make her the most popular face here on the basketball court. Clark's
WNBA defenders quickly took advantage of her lean frame, using physical play to bump her off her spots and force her into tough situations. Skeptics were loud. Could she withstand the relentless physicality of the league? Was she just another college sensation who would struggle against bigger, stronger, and faster competition? Fast forward to now, and Clark has completely rewritten that narrative. She didn't just recognize the challenge, she took it head on. This offseason wasn't just about sharpening her already deadly jumper or refining her handles. It was about building a frame strong enough to battle the most physical defenders in the league.
Behind the back, Clark. A wide open shot. And wide open is Caitlin Clark, but she can't knock it down from up top. Tries it again from a different spot. That one connects.
Strength became just as much of a priority as skill, and the results speak for themselves.
These things that people are talking about with Caitlin Clark, it's like, guys, chill out. Like, she's gonna be fine. Like, it's 2 games in. Are you kidding me? She's a student of the game. She got better every year. You're not going to just absorb all of the new information that's coming at you in 2 games, in 2 weeks. It takes time. And she will. I have no doubt about it. She's a student of the game. She continues to get better. And these are also points that coaches then address. Hey, let's continue to work on this. But it's really hard to work on some of those things in season. So this might be an off-season thing, right? Let's continue to play to our strengths. Let's find different ways to get the ball to our players. And then when we get time in the off-season, then we'll work on that next step or that next.
Clark dedicated herself to a top-tier training program, building strength while keeping her agility and explosiveness. With a focus on core stability, lower body power, and endurance, she's now built to handle contact and finish strong.
I decided to go to the WNBA. I hope it's that same thing. I hope I can continue to grow the game. I hope we're playing in front of sold-out crowds. I hope more teams are added to the league. There's so many tremendous players that don't even get the opportunity to play in the league.
She committed to weightlifting, resistance training, and explosive drills, transforming into a stronger, more resilient player.
Clark from the logo! Well, you could see and you could sense that she was starting to feel it again. And right here, the rhythm dribble. You can stop Johnson on the other end. Well, you better be careful. There might be another one coming right here.
The transformation is undeniable. She's stronger, more balanced, and now initiating contact instead of just absorbing.
I think just more love and peace. I would say that's the biggest thing. I think there's just so much like hate in the world right now. I think just everybody appreciating everybody for who they are and loving on one another. I think that's how I've always tried to go about my life and how I was raised. And I would say that's the biggest thing.
It's surprising to see in this social media all this hate and negative.
Transformation is undeniable. She's stronger, more balanced, and now creating contact instead of just reacting.
Well, I think a lot of folks were wondering after you talked a lot about waiting until the season was over to make the decision. They were wondering why you decided that right now was the right time to announce.
I think just going into senior night, having that decision clear, not only for myself, but our fans, my teammates, I think that was super important. And honestly, just, I don't know, getting the weight of the world off my shoulders and being able to enjoy this last month with my teammates, I think is the biggest thing. And, you know, I think I kind of knew in my heart. So being able to kind of get that off my shoulders was the biggest thing.
In a recent statement, White emphasized that Clark didn't just make slight changes. She completely rebuilt her physique. This isn't just a minor tweak. It's a full-scale evolution that's already making a huge impact on her game.
TBT about everything.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's just social media for you. I think being able to get off that. Social media is not really the greatest place to ever be on. I think that's something that I've tried to do over the course of my career, is not be on social media too much. And you never want to find your validation from people online. You should care about the people in your circle that, you know, I always said, like, I only care about the opinions of my family and the people inside of our locker room and my teammates, my coaches. You know, that's really the